Folks, in my 20 years traversing the scouted depths of the NFL, I've witnessed countless rumors, countless trades, and countless moments that changed the course of franchises forever. But I can tell you with absolute certainty, what's happening right now in the shadows of the NFL universe is something I've never seen before. It's bigger than just a rumor. It's an upheaval that could reshape the entire league, and I have insider info that you won't find anywhere else. I'm talking about a seismic shift, a move so audacious that some NFL insiders are calling it the biggest game changer of the decade. And trust me, what I'm about to reveal might just shock you to your core. This isn't conjecture. This isn't speculation spun out of thin air. This is straight from sources deep within NFL circles, from front offices, from coaching staffs, from executives who are whispering behind closed doors. They're whispering about him, Brock Purdy. Yes, the Brock Purdy, the man who was once labeled Mr. Irrelevant and dismissed as a fluke. The same guy who defied every expectation, who turned the NFL upside down with his poise, accuracy, and leadership. Now, the whispers say that a deal is in motion, a trade so monumental that it could shake the NFL hierarchy to its very foundations. And no, this isn't just some idle chatter. It's real. It's happening behind the scenes, and only a handful of insiders truly know how close this is to becoming reality. Now, here's the thing. I want you to pay close attention, because what I'm about to unfold is a multi-layered, mind-bending story of strategy, ambition, and reckless boldness. This isn't some simple player swap. This is a calculated, meticulously crafted plan to reshape the future of a franchise and potentially alter the entire landscape of the NFL. But before I get into the meat of it, I need you to do something very important. If you consider yourself a true insider, a dedicated NFL fan who craves the truth beneath the surface, then hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and activate the bell. Because what I'm about to reveal is so explosive, so game-changing, that you need to be the first to hear every detail. The league is buzzing about this. I'll be the one to bring it straight to you. Now, let's get into it. What's happening with the New York Giants and Brock Purdy? That's the question on everyone's lips. And believe me, the timing couldn't be more suspicious. As of today, January 31, 2026, the Giants have just hired John Harbaugh, yes, the veteran Super Bowl-winning coach from Baltimore, to take over the reins for what is essentially their rebuilding phase. They're also making moves to rebuild their front office, their coaching staff, and to figure out how to turn last year's nightmare 4-13 season into something resembling respectability. And amid this chaos, sources say there's a secret plan brewing, a move that will send shockwaves through the league. Now I want to walk you through what's really happening behind the curtain. First, let's understand the Giants' current roster and their needs. New York is a team in flux. They're loaded with young talent. Jackson Dart, their dynamic rookie quarterback selected 15th overall last year, showed flashes of brilliance but struggled with consistency and injuries. Despite flashes of potential, he's still unproven at the NFL level, but the Giants believe in his raw talent. They also have a solid offensive line anchored by Andrew Thomas, a couple of promising skill players like Malik Neighbors, and a defense that, while promising, needs experienced playmakers to truly compete. Their biggest problem: they're missing a franchise quarterback. They have a handful of young guys and a veteran in Tyrod Taylor, but nobody truly moves the needle, nobody who can elevate the team to the next level. Enter Brock Purdy, a name that no one in the Big Apple would have imagined a year ago. When he was drafted in 2022 as Mr. Irrelevant, he was dismissed as a late-round flyer. But fast forward just 4 years, and Purdy has turned himself into one of the NFL's most intriguing, most polarizing, yet undeniably talented quarterbacks. His story is legendary, from Iowa State to the highest levels of the league, from backup obscurity to Super Bowl starter in just 2 seasons. He's a player who thrives under pressure, who knows how to manage a game, and who's proven capable of winning big moments. But here's the real kicker. The whispers in the league say that the Giants see something special in Purdy, a kind of can't-teach that quality coupled with a tactical fit for their coaching staff, and an untapped ceiling that could make him a true franchise centerpiece. Now, why would the Giants, a team that just hired Harbaugh, a coach with a reputation for developing quarterbacks and emphasizing a physical, disciplined style, be so eager to pursue Purdy? It all comes down to 2 things: scheme fit, and upside. Brock Purdy runs Kyle Shanahan's offense almost by instinct. He's a master of the quick game, of pre-snap reads, and of avoiding negative plays. His accuracy, especially in the short and intermediate zones, is elite. He's not a cannon-armed gunslinger, but he's a precision artist who processes defenses faster than most. His PFF grade of 90.6 last year places him right there with the best in the league: Mahomes, Allen, Hurts. The analytics back it up. Purdy consistently outperforms expectations, and when healthy, he's a top 10 NFL quarterback. But here's where the story gets even more compelling. The whispers say that the Giants' front office, led by Joe Scone, is preparing a bold move, a trade that would send Purdy from San Francisco to New York in exchange for a hefty package of draft picks and possibly a player or two. Why? Because they see him as a perfect fit for their rebuild, a bridge to the future that can unlock the potential of their offensive weapons and stabilize a quarterback position that's been a revolving door since Eli Manning's retirement. Now I want to break down the mechanics of this trade with you, because it's not as simple as just swapping players. It involves cap gymnastics, strategic asset management, and a gamble on Purdy's long-term potential. Sources indicate that the 49ers are open to trading him, not because they're giving up on him, but because they're examining the long-term stability of their roster. They're seeking picks that can replenish their depth, especially along the offensive line and in the secondary, where they need to retool after injuries and departures. The package on the table: likely a first-round pick in 2026, a second or third-rounder in 2027, and perhaps a promising young player or a high-value pick swap. Whatever it takes to recoup value for a player who's proven he can win on big stages. The Giants, meanwhile, are looking at a cap situation that's still tight but manageable, thanks to some recent restructures and rookie deals. They want to add Purdy's mature, game-aware style to their rebuild, knowing he can elevate their offense without demanding the monstrous salary that some other top-tier QBs command. The deal would be structured over multiple years, with incentives and performance bonuses that could make it even more lucrative for Purdy if he hits certain milestones. So what does this mean for the league? The answer: everything. Brock Purdy, once an afterthought, now stands on the precipice of becoming a symbol of resilience, a franchise changer, and possibly the core on which a new Giants dynasty could be built. And trust me, the NFL's top brass, from owners to GMs to head coaches, are watching this situation unfold with bated breath. This deal could set off a domino effect, prompting other franchises to reevaluate their quarterbacks, their draft strategies, and their entire rebuild philosophies. This is why I've been so cagey about revealing this story, because the stakes are so high that the NFL is trying to keep it under wraps. But I'm telling you, the signs are clear, and the sources I trust say that a deal is very close. The Giants are willing to push all in for Purdy, seeing him as their future and the missing piece to finally bring respectability back to East Rutherford. Now, you might be asking, what makes Purdy the right guy? Let me give you a technical breakdown. Watching film, his quick release is a marvel. He gets the ball out faster than most quarterbacks, drastically reducing the pass rush's effectiveness. His footwork is impeccable. His anticipation and pre-snap reading ability mean he often throws open receivers before they even break. His decision-making is top tier. He's disciplined, rarely forces throws, and maintains a high passer rating even under pressure. His advanced numbers, yards per attempt, completion percentage, and QBR all point to someone who's not just a game manager but a true game winner. And his intangibles, off the charts. Purdy exudes confidence, leadership, and calmness in critical moments. Remember his performance in the 2024 NFC Championship. When the chips were down, he delivered under immense heat, showing poise beyond his years. That mental toughness, combined with his technical skill set, makes him an ideal candidate for a team like the Giants, who are desperate for stability at the quarterback position and believe they can unlock even more potential. Now I know what you're thinking. Could this really happen? Could the 49ers actually trade him? The answer is yes, if the right deal presents itself. The 49ers are loaded with talent, but they're also in a bit of a salary cap crunch, and they want to maximize their return. Purdy's value has skyrocketed, and with the league moving towards more dynamic, accurate quarterbacks, he's a rare commodity. San Francisco may see this as an opportunity to get elite assets, especially if they believe in their next quarterback development plan, perhaps a young prospect like Brock's Iowa State teammate, Hunter Deckers, or a future draft pick. Now, let's talk about the fit with the Giants' coaching staff. Harbaugh has a reputation for working magic with quarterbacks. Joe Flacco's Super Bowl MVP, Lamar Jackson's MVP run, and even his own track record at Baltimore. He loves a quarterback who can process quickly, make smart decisions, and be a leader. Purdy ticks all those boxes. Plus, with a revamped offense that's emphasizing a physical running game and quick throws, Purdy's strengths align perfectly. His ability to execute a game plan, avoid turnovers, and make clutch throws could elevate the Giants' offense from mediocre to elite in just a matter of months. But let's not forget the bigger picture. If this trade goes through, it will send shockwaves across the NFL. Other teams will begin to reevaluate their quarterback situations, and the landscape could shift dramatically. The league's powerhouses are watching: the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Packers, even the NFC South contenders, all assessing whether they should make a bold move. The Giants are positioning themselves as a team with a clear vision, to become a serious contender by adding a quarterback who can lead them into a new era. And what about the long-term prospects? If Purdy succeeds in New York, if he embraces the challenge and proves his worth on the big stage, he could become a franchise icon. He's already got the underdog story, but with the Giants back in contention, he might just become the face of an entire franchise, a symbol of resilience, intelligence, and grit. Imagine a Giants team led by Purdy, with a revamped roster, energized fanbase, and a newfound confidence. It's not just a dream, it's a distinct possibility. Now I want you to keep your eyes peeled in the coming weeks. The NFL's trade deadline, the draft, free agency, all of it is about to explode. Sources tell me that the Giants are preparing their offer and the 49ers are listening. The dominoes are lining up. The question is, will it be enough? Will the league's best-kept secret finally come to light? In conclusion, this isn't just about bringing Purdy to New York. It's about rewriting the story of the NFL in real time. It's about bold moves, relentless ambition, and a franchise finally willing to go all out to claim their destiny. And I promise you, it will be worth every second of the wait. Because when this deal drops, when it's finally announced, the league will feel the earth move beneath its feet. And I will be right here with all the explosive behind-the-scenes details you crave. This is the beginning of something epic, something historic. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.